It's kind of checkmate for the regime.
We're starting to see some alarm bells.
Have uncertainty, good things don't happen.
If we don't destroy its military in 25 years and destroy its economy, we won't be the reserve currency either.
It's a real turning point in the global economy.
And cue the fire. J.P. Morgan Chase has some chilling words. Quote, lose reserve currency status. That's way too many quotes coming in from the big guy, the head honcho cheese, the people that run the world. That would be the banks, the central banks, which are the banks, which the banks own. Yes, your very own private Federal Reserve that's not federal. They don't reserve anything, and it's a corporation. Can you believe that? All of that just to control Federal Reserve notes. That's just great. Can't we have our own? Why do we even need that? Why did they create that? And why did they create an act? That's what they did, outside of the government. All right, so we got this Federal Reserve Act. Since we call ourselves federal, we must be. This cat is calling an end to this. And come on. Jamie's been saying this for a long time, giving warning after warning after warning. But this time, he comes backing it up. He just lost a war. No, we didn't. Because he says, if we are not the strongest military, kiss your little reserve status goodbye.
I do believe that America is what makes the world safe and secure for democracy. If America is in a weakened state, and this is important too, like if we're not the strongest military in 25 years and the strongest economy, we won't be the reserve currency either. The world will be fragmented, and it'll be very dangerous for us. So, to me, this is more about keeping the world safe for democracy.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about strength. Breaking news. Wall Street Journal. Let's talk about the economy, too. We got two up to bat. Trump thought opening the Strait of Hormuz was imminent. Iran had other plans. We have Tehran demands major concessions. This coming days after, we're like, we got this. It's going to reopen. Iran's like, do you see reopen? It's just in breaking news. Donald Trump has quietly admitted defeat. Yeah, he's not going to say that out loud. We got defeat and privately signaling he's willing to end the Iran war without a nuclear deal because it's all gone anyways. We blew it all up, which I shall provide for you in Exhibit C, coming in from June of 2025. Iran's nuclear facilities have been obliterated, and suggestions otherwise are fake news. My logical question is, what have we been doing for a year? But he's willing to end the what have we been doing for a year without any deals. Strait of Hormuz opens, retreat from his demand for unconditional surrender. Per Wall Street Journal. So now I am sure, and I'm waiting for the talking points. Number one, we won. Two, this was his plan all along. So here we go. Here is the mic drop moment. Holy C-Rap, Scott Bessant just announced the checkmate. President Trump is making the Strait of Hormuz irrelevant. Quote, more than 50 to 70% of the energy that moves through the strait is now going through underground pipelines. Like now? We just laid pipe? That's sweet. The strait is never going back to the way it was. The strait is going to become irrelevant. It is going to become just another body of water. In breaking news, we have some problems here. Okay, so they're saying it's going to be less than 2 years. Pipeline will be up and running. I just want to, let's set that aside as fantasy land. You could say whatever you want. This is just a 2-week excursion. Hold on. We'll get in. We'll get right out. Was the premise for this Iran war. Iran-backed Houthi rebels claim attack on Saudi oil facilities. You see all these attacks? Look at the date and time. Yeah, that was like a few minutes ago. Have more. How about uncovers plot to launch drones? Lots of cheap drones that blow things up. How about right now? How about today? Aftermath of Ukraine drone attack. Like, there goes that building. So, hey, America, good luck just building that pipeline. Iran, control, drones, explosions, death. And you want to sign up for a job? There's no way under missile attacks. We've just shown the world we can't even control a little straight. The only control slightly we had was when they closed it, we're like, well, we're going to close it. Was not on my bingo card, and boy, that really played out well. Now the crowd goes wild. Yes, we are gonna build pipe. That's it. That solved it. Once again, America wins. And it's like all we have to do is just lie. Just lie a lot. That was I think JD Vance. He's like, yeah, just hold on. Yeah, yes, Mr. Iran. Okay, they're not gonna take tolls. They're not gonna take tolls. And minutes later, Iran's like, okay, everyone 7%. America, you're not coming through. Circling back to Jamie's comment, strong military. Okay, we have issues. I mean, I know I was in the military. I get it. In pro-America, I would wrap a ZR-1X in an American flag and launch fireworks. New Balances on and some ripped jean shorts. Because my car goes 0 to 60 in 1.6 seconds. I'm logical enough to go, hey guys, can we just gather around here for a moment? The MAGA hat, yes, I voted for it, but now we're logical here. World might be laughing at us. Oh, you don't understand. I'm gonna hear about it. Hear about it in the comments section. Be nice. The pipelines. Okay, Jared, let's just walk through this. You realize that you need a different pipelines for different articles, different forms of fluid. You have crude. Oh, okay. You have diesel. Okay. You have gasoline. You have that stuff. You get in those. Woo. You have jet fuel. You have LNG. You have petrochemicals. But yeah, it's done. We won. All of this has been done in less than 2 years. And our economy is spectacular. Non-farm pay, recession. This all started off so good with kidnapping presidents, that was Venezuela. Can you imagine? Everyone's like, hey, where's our president? He was kidnapped by Donald Trump. And America celebrates. Look at what we have done. This is our oil now. Let's go after Iran. Wait, hold on. Someone just triple his dose of TRT? Sir, it's really big. And I think we just strengthened Iran. Look, they're like, oh, okay. Kind of like you raising your voice at your kid because you've asked him to clean his room for, let's say, a decade. Things growing on his walls you don't even know, and you're like, hey, let's open the room. Let's keep this door open. It stinks in here. Dad, if you ever open my door again, I'm calling CPS. And then he calls CPS and you're arrested. Every week you have cops that you're like, what? Now your son's beating on his chest. I am the captain now. As you know, since you subscribed to this channel, I've been saying, backpedal. This has been for 6 months. Hey, you dropped some bombs. Okay, cool. We kidnapped Venezuelan. All right, we have lots of oil. Let's back it up. Iran is not Venezuela. Looks like, lo and behold, I might be right, but we'll see. It's 1 for 1, but now we have the economy. It's really bad, but if they say it's great, bravo, they say it's great. Oh, okay. U.S. posted the 5th largest month job losses since they locked you down and you couldn't even have a job. But no, it's really good. Just that. This thing here, labor force participation rate. There is no one. Hey, the unemployment fell to 4.1 because you don't count anyone anymore. And here, since I like charts, let me show you. Oh no, this is really bad. This is 2008. Oh no, this is bad, but we'll come back. Hold on. We'll come back. Yep. Oh, we came back right before 2020. And then we went down. And then we had a bounce. And then, did you see the trend is your friend? When Jamie Dimon says, you could lose this because of economy. You could lose this because of a military. I'm just showing you the canaries that have passed away. Now we have a juggernaut dollar. This was something else I warned you about. Wait. I thought we want a strong dollar. I know, weird, huh? Actually, backwards. You want a weaker dollar. And it's decimating. Is this Japan? This is Japan. No. These are other currencies. And everyone has taken out debt loans in. Now they're like, oh, we ain't doing that now. So now you have a contraction. No debt, no loans, contraction. Everyone is selling everything to try to prop up their currency. Look at this. Turkey sold 12 with a lot of commas in gold. Pan is like, we're going to sell the treasuries. No. Scott Bessant is like, no, don't sell the treasuries. You see how everyone has to sell something to buy something, because then you get the dollars and you solve your currency problem, and then you don't solve it. I want to scroll X right now because it's just so pain. Here we go. Boom. This is it, guys, from Medea. Thanks, Medea. Checkmate in the Middle East. President Trump, Scott Bessant, strategic move. Hormuz is now irrelevant. I just can't do it anymore. Shows you how far on the right I am. Here we go. Here they all coming out. JP Vance on Iran. We've destroyed their nuclear program. We've destroyed their military. We won. With that, look at Shat coins go boom. America wins. Stock market goes up. Crypto goes up. Keep scrolling. Look, this is my feed. Global scandal confirmed. President Trump just completely vindicated before the entire world. Breaking news. President Trump goes berserk on the fake news. And that's what I'm going to hear in the comments. Also, just FYI, how we go into one war and then there's not. By the way, don't disregard Russia. Man, this just never stops. Panicking Putin, plotting. That's 3 Ps to mobilize 500,000 fighters in weeks as World War III fears soar. Go from one war to another war, but just trade these. Oh, and this coming in live from one of our traders. Good job, Granny. You got this. Look at this. That's who you're trading against, you guys. I swear this is what you do, though. 7 contracts. That's NASDAQ. It is. Right there. That's what I trade. E-mini futures. You're up 13,000. Take 21,000. Take profit. Markets are getting ready to open. So hurry up. Wait for the gray to turn not gray. And then here it is. I told you, gosh, you guys, what, $33,000 so far on one contract? Although in that, I do come warning, guys. You see, it's big. It's a big megaphone. Careful, you're top. That's the S&P 500. That is not gold. I actually asked ChatGPT, how much you guys all up on that one? One contract, $33,560. If you're like, I can't trade futures, that's so expensive. Well, you can always trade GLD, but you're taxed differently. Because when you get up here and you take profit, because you guys should be taking profits, because you were in a falling wedge, you can get back in on the pullback. Also, if you ever want to know, like, well, where's a really good turn on indicators? Buy zone 93%. It is actually, some people emailed me, it's called The Glitch, my glitch course. And if you're like, I didn't get it, reach out to Chart Prime. Have them show you the buttons. There are liquidity sweeps, different, but I mean, come on, you'd buy there. We'll call them dark pool buy zones. So if you want to learn about how to do it, $2.99 step by step before it goes to $3.99. You don't give your money to hedge funds. Actually, they're hedge funds forced out of tech stocks may leave the market at the mercy of retail traders. That's okay. They got this. So when the market opens in a few hours, are you guys ready? This is the NASDAQ. Remember, my friends, you got to get above here. See the little yellow line right there? You got to get above it. I think we might, but it's not there is no A+ setup here. You guys are trading on the 1 minute. And here, something free. Take your regression trend line. I can already see it in my eyes. Just click that. It'll tell you. Where we is at in this. I got something a little better for you. My eyes, I like that. I like that. See how I come giving you one warning, then I'm like, yeah, you got above that. But again, you got to get way up there. Start seeing something like high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Oh, baby. So Bravo, what you're saying, we should just delete this thing right here? Just make it go away? Well, maybe. Just helping out all of my investors in the audience because you want to, where's the top? Where's the bottom? What's the dark pool? I shall be trading the market in the morning, 6:30, rise and shine if you're West Coast. East Coast, you get to sleep in, but please come along. Because if Granny could make thousands of dollars sitting at her computer, I swear it's that easy. You just have to understand, okay, what time frame, all that you need some stuff. This is the textbook. Make sure you get it. With that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.